Jai Jinendra, I am Neetu Jain. Welcome to my channel Success Angel. In this video, we are going to discuss Section 7 of Companies Act 2013. So stay with me till the end of this video. Heading of Section 7 is Incorporation of Company. This section deals with the procedures to incorporate a company under Companies Act 2013. Means forms, documents, declarations and disclosures to be filed with ROC at the time of incorporation. अकॉर्डिंग टू सबसेक्शन 1, जिस स्टेट में आफ्टर इनकॉर्पोरेशन कंपनी का रजिस्टर्ड ऑफिस होगा उस स्टेट के आरओसी के पास वी हैव टू सबमिट फॉलोइंग डॉक्यूमेंट्स एंड इंफॉर्मेशन. The memorandum and articles of the company duly signed by all the subscribers of the memorandum. Detailed provisions on signing of MOA and AOA are given in Rule 13 of Incorporation Rules. A declaration that we have complied with all the requirements of this Act and the rules made thereunder in respect of registration. This declaration shall be given by an advocate or chartered accountant or cost accountant or company secretary in practice who is engaged in the formation of the company or साथ साथ by a person named in the articles as a director, manager or secretary of the company. According to Rule 14 of Incorporation Rules, this declaration shall be given in Form INC 8. A declaration from each of the subscribers to the memorandum and from persons named as the first directors in the articles that he is not convicted of any offence in connection with the promotion, formation or management of any company, or that he has not been found guilty of any fraud or of any breach of duty or to any company under this Act or any previous company law during the preceding 5 years, and that all the documents filed with the registrar for registration of the company contain information that is correct and complete and true to the best of his knowledge and belief. According to Rule 15 of Incorporation Rules, this declaration shall be given in INC 9. The address for correspondence till the registered office of the company is established. Particulars of every subscriber to the memorandum like name including surname or family name, residential address, nationality along with proof of identity. Particulars of first directors like their names including surnames or family names, the director identification number, residential address, nationality including proof of identity, and the particulars of the interest of the first directors of the company in other firms or bodies corporate and consent of first directors to act as directors of the company. Consent of directors shall be filed in DIR 12 as per Rule 17 of Incorporation Rules. देखिए, एट द टाइम ऑफ इनकॉर्पोरेशन जो पर्टिकुलर्स हमें सब्सक्राइबर्स के या डायरेक्टर्स के देने होते हैं उनकी कंप्लीट डिटेल्स रूल 16 ऑफ इनकॉर्पोरेशन रूल्स में दी हुई है. इस सेक्शन में सारी डिटेल्स नहीं दी हुई, तो कंप्लीट डिटेल्स के लिए यू शैल रीड रूल 16. सबसेक्शन 1 में जो भी इंफॉर्मेशन और डिक्लेरेशंस हमें आरओसी को देनी होती है फॉर इनकॉर्पोरेशन ऑफ कंपनी, ये सारी इंफॉर्मेशन डिक्लेरेशंस और फॉर्म INC 32 मतलब स्पाइस प्लस में आरओसी के पास फाइल की जाती है. सारे फॉर्म्स जैसे INC 8, INC 9 भी स्पाइस प्लस में अटैच किए जाते हैं. तो हम कह सकते हैं कि फॉर्म INC 32 मतलब स्पाइस प्लस is the main incorporation form and other forms are additional subforms. I have also created a video on incorporation of companies in which I have explained all the complete procedure in detail. Link is given in description box. Now, according to subsection 2, after receiving all the informations and documents, ROC shall register them in its register and issue a certificate of incorporation to the effect that the proposed company is incorporated under this Act. According to Rule 18 of Incorporation Rules, Certificate of Incorporation shall be in Form INC 11. According to subsection 3, on and from the date mentioned in the Certificate of Incorporation issued, the registrar shall allot to the company a corporate identity number मतलब SIN, which shall be a distinct identity for the company and which shall also be included in the certificate. Actually, this is a unique number which helps in identifying the company in the government's database. जैसे हर इंडिविजुअल का आधार कार्ड नंबर उसकी पहचान है, वैसे ही हर कंपनी का सिन उस कंपनी की पहचान है. अकॉर्डिंग टू सबसेक्शन 4, जब तक कंपनी डिसॉल्व नहीं होती मतलब बंद नहीं होती, कंपनी शैल मेंटेन एंड प्रिजर्व एट इट्स रजिस्टर्ड ऑफिस copies of all documents and information as originally filed by company with ROC at the time of incorporation. Subsection 5, 6 and 7 deals with the punishments in case a company is incorporated with wrong or false information. According to subsection 5, if any person furnish any false or incorrect particulars of any information or suppress any material information of which he is aware in any of the documents filed with the registrar in relation to the registration of a company, he shall be liable for action under section 447. Section 447 is action for fraud. मतलब कंपनी इनकॉर्पोरेट करते हुए जानबूझकर चाहे कोई गलत इंफॉर्मेशन दी जाए या जरूरी इंफॉर्मेशन छुपाई जाए, फ्रॉड में कंसीडर किया जाता है और सेक्शन 447 में उस पर्सन के अगेंस्ट एक्शन लिया जाता है. लिंक ऑफ सेक्शन 447 इज गिवन इन डिस्क्रिप्शन बॉक्स. अकॉर्डिंग टू सबसेक्शन 6, वेयर एट एनी टाइम आफ्टर द इनकॉर्पोरेशन ऑफ ए कंपनी इट इज प्रूव्ड दैट द कंपनी हैज बीन गॉट इनकॉर्पोरेटेड by furnishing any false or incorrect information or representation or by suppressing any material fact or information in any of the documents or declaration filed or made for incorporating such company, or by any fraudulent action, the promoters, the persons named as the first directors of the company and the professionals making declaration under clause B of subsection 1 shall each be liable for action under section 447. Subsection 7 is telling us the power of NCLT in case company is incorporated by furnishing any false or incorrect information. According to subsection 7, where a company has been got incorporated by furnishing any false or incorrect information or representation or by suppressing any material fact or information in any of the documents or declarations filed or made for incorporating such company, or by any fraudulent action, the tribunal means NCLT may on an application made to it on being satisfied that the situation so warrants pass such orders as it may think fit for regulations of the management of the company, including changes, if any, in its memorandum and articles in public interest or in the interest of the company and its members and creditors. मतलब कंपनी की मैनेजमेंट में भी चेंजेस किए जा सकते हैं और कंपनी के एमओए में या एओए में भी चेंजेस किए जा सकते हैं. और डायरेक्ट दैट लायबिलिटी ऑफ द मेंबर शैल बी अनलिमिटेड, मतलब नो कॉर्पोरेट शील्ड फॉर सच कंपनी. और डायरेक्ट रिमूवल ऑफ द नेम ऑफ द कंपनी फ्रॉम द रजिस्टर ऑफ कंपनीज, मतलब स्ट्राइकिंग ऑफ द नेम ऑफ कंपनी. और pass an order for the winding up of the company, or pass such orders as it may deem fit, provided that before making any order under this subsection, the company shall be given a reasonable opportunity of being heard in the matter, and the tribunal shall take into consideration the transactions entered into by the company, including the obligations, if any, contracted or payment of any liability. देखिए, एनसीएलटी सोच समझ कर ही एक्शन लेगा कि कंपनी के साथ कितने लोगों का इंटरेस्ट इन्वॉल्व हो चुका है. आई होप सेक्शन 7 ऑफ कंपनीज एक्ट 2013 इज नाउ क्लियर टू ऑल ऑफ यू. चलिए, इन द नेक्स्ट वीडियो आई विल डिस्कस अनदर सेक्शन ऑफ दिस एक्ट. फॉर वीडियोस ऑफ अदर सेक्शंस एंड टॉपिक्स ऑफ कंपनी लॉ, सी लिंक्स इन द डिस्क्रिप्शन बॉक्स. अगर आपको ये वीडियो पसंद आई है तो इसे लाइक जरूर करिएगा, और अगर आपने अभी तक मेरे चैनल को सब्सक्राइब नहीं किया तो प्लीज सब्सक्राइब कर लीजिए, ताकि हर न्यू वीडियो का नोटिफिकेशन आपको मिलता रहे। अगर कोई भी डाउट हो तो आप कमेंट बॉक्स में लिख सकते हैं। जी अजनीत।